always remember Baba is my world. And you see, this my world is a very beautiful thing, because you see, wherever you have this sense of relationship, so maybe in a Lokik family, if you think that this is my wife, these are my children, and this is my world. Yes, let's say we four people are the world. Then what happens is, it's not like you just live with those four people alone. You'll go to office, you'll go to work, you'll go to the market, you'll do many things. But then everything that you do is about those four people. Yes, so that's your world. So it's always about them, it's always for them. It's always that you keep in awareness what they like, what they don't like. Yes, so that's how you call this is my world. And Baba says that when you understand that you are a soul, then you understand that mine is just one Baba. Yes, there is no one else who is mine, because up until now, because of lack of knowledge, we were living in this illusion that my co-actors, who are basically co-actors on the stage, they are mine. But that is not your wife, that is not your husband, that is not your children, that is not your parent. So they are just co-actors on the stage, souls taking bodies and playing roles. But who is mine? So I am a soul, and mine is one Shiv Baba. And when this sits in your buddhi, then Baba becomes your world. You understand. So you see, this is the truth actually, that you are a soul and your is one Shiv Baba and none other. But when this truth deeply sits in your buddhi, then you start understanding that, okay, this is my world. And then everything you do, whatever you do on this stage is about Baba. It is for Baba, it is about Baba, it is on Baba's direction. So then you don't have any direct relationship with, you will meet people, you will live with souls, you will work with souls, but then there is no direct relationship with them. It's an indirect relationship. And with Baba, it's a direct relationship. So, you will get up in the morning because Baba has instructed me to get up at Amrit Vela, I get up at Amrit Vela. Yes, I get up for Baba. I remember Baba. When I get up, it's Baba that's there in my heart. And then maybe I'll cook for the family. Yes, I'll do things for the family. I'll prepare the house. I'll clean the house, everything. But it may look like, it's for the family. But why am I cooking? I'm cooking to offer bhog. I'm cooking for Baba. And what do I cook? What Baba likes. Yes, I don't cook what the other people like. I cook what Baba likes. And I have, although the food will not be eaten by Baba, it will be consumed by the Lokik family, but I'm not doing it for the Lokik family. So this is that relationship with Baba. And I will tell you one thing. So, this is a very personal thing, but anyways, I'll share it. So, when I got married, so Santosh Bhai was in Gyan and I was not. So, he wouldn't. So he wouldn't allow me to cook, and he did that so politely. I did not even understand that he's not allowing me to cook. And he was very sweet in his approach, and he didn't allow me to cook. And he would cook all 3 meals of the day, and then he would just offer bhog to Baba and prepare a lunch box for me, and he would give me, and I would go to office. And I was very happy that, he's cooking all day. But then slowly, gradually, I realized that, he's preparing food for Baba and he's happy for that. He's not cooking for me. And I realized it maybe, 1 year later. But all that time, I was also very happy because he cooked with love, although that love was for Baba. But I also felt that love because the food was cooked with love. So, it's so beautiful that when you do things for Baba, then everything you do is filled with so much of spirituality and spiritual power and love that even the person who receives it loves it, and they feel very good about it. And sometimes people ask me, how did you come to Gyan? So I came by eating food prepared in Baba's remembrance. So I think when I was because I knew about Gyan even before marriage, so I knew that there is this whole thing that he's practicing, but I did not know what it is all about or the details. So when I came, I was very rigid in my belief systems, and I used to ask many questions and be very stubborn about it. But I don't know, he just kept quiet. He never argued with me or anything. But all 3 meals of the day, he would just cook in Baba's remembrance with a lot of love, and I would eat it. And I think within 6 months or 7 months, my whole thought process started shifting, and I started thinking peacefully and seeing peacefully, and I don't know, something shifted and I could appreciate Gyan, and that capacity which emerged was magical. So you see that even when you make Baba your world, I think you connect with the whole physical world also very differently. And today Baba says, as is the vision, so is the world. So when you start seeing Baba as your world, then the world also starts looking like something of your own to you, and you have a different fraternal spiritual feeling towards every soul in the world. And Baba today says that make Baba your world, and that only happens when you understand that I am a soul and this is my world. Who else is there apart from Baba? And so every second of my life, every aspect of whatever I do is connected to Baba. So I get up for Baba, I cook for Baba, I work for Baba. Because you see, I'm an instrument. So, I also did a job. Why? Because Baba's center needed funds, and when slowly there were other things with which it could be managed. So then I decided to leave the job, because everything is about Baba, it is about seva. So Baba says that just keep doing everything. You have to go out, you have to work, you have to cook, you have to be sweet and polite and nice and loveful to everybody. You have to be there for everybody, available show them the path, give them the support. But why? Because that's your conduct as Baba's child. So, that also you do as Baba's child, not as their so and so. So, not as somebody's wife, somebody's child, but as Baba's child, you're doing that. So, Baba says that, when Baba is your world, then in this world also you start operating differently. And the most beautiful thing is, Baba says that your intellect stops wandering, and then you never cry. You're constantly laughing, singing, and flying. Because Baba is very fair. Baba is the ocean. So, when you have this relationship with Baba, you always feel that you are rewarded more than you do. So, just like with souls, when you work with depleted souls and you think that you are doing something for someone, then you will always feel unrewarded. Why? Because that soul is empty. So they can't give you anything. So when you do something for an empty soul, there will always be this experience that you feel unrewarded. You feel, that I did more than I got, or I was not compensated enough. Why? Because you are doing it for an empty soul, and they can only give as much as they have. Yes, so even if you have tried to help somebody or do something for somebody, if they don't have gratitude, if they have some any sanskar, then they will operate from that sanskar. And I remember there was this one lady, and she was working for a brother, and she was a house help actually. And she came and told me, you see, Didi, that brother was living alone and he was old. So I made a lot of adjustments in my timetable, and I really went all out and helped that brother. And I did everything that I could to make him comfortable, but he only kept shouting and shouting and shouting, and all day he would only shout at me. And then she was crying and she was saying that I've never been mistreated so much in my life as I was there, but I don't understand why that man needs help. And she was telling me, that man needs help and he's living alone, and why doesn't he appreciate his condition, and why is he always shouting at me, and I am the one helping him, why is he doing that? So I told him that, you see, you are doing everything, but for whom? Somebody who is not in a good space spiritually, mentally. So that soul is not in a good place spiritually, mentally. So when that soul, and also physically, because old and ailments are there and there's so much pain. So I told her, just understand that he's in so much pain. So she said, I understand that, but when I go there and he shouts at me, I'm not able to understand that. So I told her that, you see, when you go there, just know that you are doing it because you believe that he needs help. You don't expect anything there. And then I gave him God's introduction, and I told her that, you see, we are also doing it for Shiv Baba, so you also do it for Shiv Baba. And then now she's working in that house, and whenever I meet her, she would tell me that I'm doing it for Shiv Baba, rest I don't want to discuss. So she would never go into details, and she would say, Didi, bas you know that I'm doing it for Shiv Baba. So rest you understand, and I don't want to discuss. I said, okay. And so you keep doing for Shiv Baba. So you see, that when you understand this, that you're not doing it for anybody. So you are getting from Shiv Baba and you are just sharing what you get from Baba. So, whenever you have Baba in your heart and Baba is your world, then it becomes very easy to always be full and just share from a full heart. And when your heart is full, sharing is not difficult. Giving something of yourself is very easy, and you will never see whether it was accepted, whether it was appreciated, whether it was returned. You will not mind anything, because you are sharing from a place where your aprons are full. So this is what Baba wants us to be like, and in Satyug basically we were like that. And Baba says that if you fill your aprons right at this time, then only for 21 births you will be able to give and not expect. Yes, so at this time when I make Baba my world, and everything I do is for Baba, even when I'm engaging with other souls, I'm engaging as Baba's child. I'm engaging with Baba's purpose and vision in mind. So I have to understand that whatever I'm doing is for Baba and whatever I'm getting is from Baba. Yes, so and then Baba is giving me, Baba is filling me in every second. When I cook, I'm in Baba's remembrance. When I earn, I'm in Baba's remembrance. I walk, whenever I'm getting up, I'm meditating, I'm in Baba's remembrance. And you know what Baba says about his remembrance? So Baba says, just like when you put a 0 after a 1, it becomes a 10. So every time you remember Baba, it's like putting 1 extra 0. So that much of, earning you have with every second of remembrance. So Baba says, such a soul who considers Baba his world will always be happy, loveful and flying. So, laughing, singing and flying, Baba says. So every time you see yourself, you will be full. And then Baba says, even if Maya tries to make you cry, do not cry. Yes, so how does Maya try to make you cry? So, let me give you a very simple example. Let's say you come out of your house every day and you go for work or go to the market, or you take the same route every day. And then you every day see a beggar who is sitting on the side and begging. And one day you feel pity and you feel that, I should give him something. So while you're on your way to office, you have a freshly packed lunch and you decide to give it to that beggar. And you give it to the beggar and you put that lunch, take that out and put it in his begging bowl. And what he does is, he instantly throws it away in the dustbin. Then how do you feel? Yes, so you feel irritated, you feel angry, or you feel bad, hurt, whatever. So why do you feel that? Because Maya trapped you. Yes, and how did Maya trap you? For 1 second, you started thinking that, your sense of, your sense of being or your happiness is dependent on whether the beggar accepts your offering in the begging bowl or not. So you see, it is so subtle that somebody you have never met, somebody you have no relationship with whatsoever, can also cause you sorrow. Why? Because Maya has tricked you and it has become all about he having the power to take away your happiness if he doesn't accept your offering? So you see, this is how Maya tricks you. Maya will make you feel, Maya will just manipulate you in such a way that any person, anything, any achievement, even one small physical thing will be able to take away your happiness. And it's just that shift in the awareness where you've forgotten that my happiness, my state of peace, my internal fulfillment is about my relationship with Baba. It is not about anything else in the world. And this is why in the Ramayan there is a very good way in which it is put. And in the Ramayan they show that Sita was happy with Sri Ram in the palace, and Sita was happy with Sri Ram in the jungle also. Yes, so happiness was about Sri Ram. And who is Sita? The soul. Who is Ram? God, Baba, Shiv Baba. So Baba says, when you're with me, you are always happy. The palace or the jungle doesn't matter. So if, even if there is a lot of physical labor and this and that, there's a lot of, struggle physically, financially also, no problem. When you're with Baba, Baba will keep you in this permanent state of happiness. But when did Sita go into the world of sorrow? When she fell into the trap that Ravan set. Yes, so what trap did Ravan set? He released the, Swarnamrig, the golden deer, and Sita got caught in that desire. So, any desire, whether it is the desire for something physical, whether it is the desire for something emotional, whether it is the desire for just appreciation and acceptance, whether it is the desire that somebody accept your offering, any desire, it can just take away your happiness. And it will remove you from, this place where you are so happy in Baba's company, and you will start feeling waves of sorrow and hurt and everything because you got trapped in that trap that Maya or Ravan has set. Yes, so this is how Maya traps you by sowing the seed of a desire in your heart. And you don't know that desires are very subtle. Just like I told you, the desire that just, my offering should be accepted. Even this desire can cause you sorrow. Yes, and I remember there was this one Mata, and she told me that I get very upset when I have cooked food and my husband doesn't eat. So you see that it's not even that the husband is like, saying something about the food or saying something to you, nothing. Just I cooked and he didn't eat. That can cause sorrow. So I told her, what is the problem if he didn't eat? You eat. So she said, no, but if he doesn't eat, I feel like, all my effort got wasted. That I spent 2 hours, 3 hours cooking for him, and that got wasted. So I said, so it's not that he doesn't eat. Don't you understand? The problem is you cook for him. So why did you spend 2 hours cooking for him? You cook for Baba. So she said, who is Baba? So she had come for the first time. So I said, it's God. The one who feeds you, the one who gives you the resources to cook. Yes, so you cook for him. So she said, yes, I should be. Basically, you're right, I should. So then I gave her Baba's introduction, and then from that day she's happy. She cooks, she offers bhog, she eats, and then she can be very detachedly observing whether the husband eats or not. So Baba says that if you allow Maya to make you cry, she'll make you cry. So make Baba your world. And when you make Baba your world, then Baba is the one who is constantly, rewarding you more than you do anything. So your world will always be full of attainments. And then Baba says, in that world there will be happiness, laughing, singing, flying. And do not cry even if Maya tries to make you cry. Don't forget this. Maya will try to make you cry, but don't cry. So if you fall into the trap, then Maya will make you cry. Yes, and let me just explain the Ramayan beyond that. So, when Sita is, enticed by the deer, then what happens is, the first thing she does is, she makes Sri Ram go after it. Yes, so when there is a desire, then what happens is, we start telling Baba, Baba, if you are there, then why can't this desire be fulfilled? Yes, why can't my husband appreciate my cooking if you're there? So instead of finding happiness with Baba, you send Baba after that desire. Yes, so it is not about I am happy with Baba, but then the thing becomes, if you are there, then why can't you get that one thing for me? And then I can be happy. So if you're Baba, then go prove it, get that one thing for me. And if it matters so much for me and so much for my happiness, why don't you get it for me? Yes, so you will make Baba go after it first. And then the second thing what Sita does is, who is Sita? This you the soul. So the next thing you do is, you cross the Lakshman Rekha. Yes, what is the Lakshman Rekha? So the Lakshman Rekha means, so you see, you send Lakshman also after that. Yes, after Sri Ram, it's Lakshman. So what is Lakshman? Lakshman is the man ka lakshya that Baba has given you. Yes, the boundaries for the mind, the maryada. Yes, the maryada that Baba has given you, that is your Lakshman. And then you see that you send that after, the second one you send away is the Lakshman. Then you say, I'll do Amrit Vela if that is fulfilled. I will follow all the disciplines if this desire is fulfilled. Yes, and then the third thing is, and when you're so weak, when you don't have Baba, when there is no strength of Baba's Shrimad, so you get strength when you are in Baba's remembrance. You get strength when you follow Baba's discipline. These two things give you strength. So if you are listening to the Murli, if you're doing Amrit Vela, if you're eating pure food, celibate lifestyle, no criticism, complaint about anybody, this is your strength. But if you send these two things away, no remembrance of Baba and no spiritual discipline, then you're very weak. And then how does Ravan attack you? Through morality. So in the story, when Ravan comes, he says, I am a Brahman and how dare you deny coming out of the, crossing the line and coming and giving me the offering. So, yeah, how dare you? So, after that, morality will start killing you. That, it is important to be sad when people around you are sad. It is important to be afraid. So, all the morality, all the conventional ways of thinking and living and being that we have been taught into, they will start affecting you. And then with those actions, you will end up in sorrow. Yes, so Baba says that this is why it is very important that you don't allow Maya to make you cry, even if it tries very hard to make you cry. So this is today's teaching, and I think, it's more than anything else, this thing that Baba is my world, this has to get to us. If this doesn't happen, then how will I go with Baba? Because you see, this world is just disintegrating. And yesterday, I was talking to someone, and that brother was saying that, Didi, when I find it very strange that 20 years back, I had at least 20 people who I could, trust and have faith in, and there was a faith and there was a trust with 20 people at least. But today there's no one. And he said that, some died, some left, and some just betrayed. So that's how it is. And he said, I don't understand how things change so suddenly. And so I was just telling him that, there is a very big disintegrating force in this world. And slowly all the good is going away, yes. So we need to hold on to Baba. So if we don't hold on to Baba, then there'll be many things which are okay right now, but may not be okay tomorrow. And if you're holding on to them, then you will feel a sense of loss or betrayal or something or the other, because you're holding on to it very strongly. So Baba says, if you are holding on to anything of this world which is fast disintegrating, then your state of mind will be very unstable. So just make Baba your world, and for that you have to deeply realize that I am a soul and Baba is my world, and I am here for Baba. This Sangam Yuga is for Baba, and I have indirect relationship with everything around me. Then the slogan today is very beautiful. When your heart is clean, your desires continue to be fulfilled. All attainments will automatically come in front of you. And when your heart is full of desires, then what happens? The desires make you run after them, and you get tired running after them. So have a clean heart. A clean heart which is only full of one thing, gratitude that I found Baba. Yes, and no desire, no complaint, nothing. And then, as I explained, when this is the state, then everything flows to you. It's very automatic. Yes, and practically, if you say it, so we do a lot of sharing, in Baba's house also, and otherwise also. But we have to have a clean heart. Clean heart means telling everything to Baba honestly. Where only when there is truth, there is cleanliness. Sachai and Safai. Yes, so there is two things. Where there is truth, there is cleanliness. And whenever you are holding something back, so that is what is making it unclean. Yes, so when you are open with Baba, when you're honest with Baba, when you have a clean heart, so people who have a clean heart, they are an open book. But Baba says, don't be an open book with everybody, but with Baba, be an open book. Share everything with Baba, and whatever you have in your heart, give it to Baba, and then whatever is in Baba's heart will come to you. Yes, and this is how you will be full. You will be filled with that spiritual vibration, where you'll attract everything which is good. But if you hold on to something which is not good in your heart, and you're not letting it out, then that thing is the unclean part of you, and that stops you from attracting the good. So Baba says, just be an open book with me, be honest, be clean, and when you empty your heart out, don't forget to take in what Baba is giving. Because sometimes you just empty your heart out and you don't take what Baba is giving. So then again you take that same thing back and go. So sometimes when you're opening your heart up, also see what Baba is giving to you. Yes, don't just appreciate that Baba listened to you or Baba just was there for you. No, Baba is also giving you a lot of things. Just see that, and when you see that, when you hold that in your heart, then your heart is clean and also full, and then you attract everything good in the world. So Sachai and Safai will make your heart's desire fulfilled. Okay, Om Shanti.